So you're looking to move to Venice, Florida. Where exactly is Venice located? I get a lot of questions from people asking me, where's Venice located? Where's some of the nearest beaches? And what are some of the neighborhoods that they should be looking at when they are looking to move to Venice? So with all of those questions, I figured that I'd create a little map tour today. So today we are actually going to be hopping into my computer where we are going to go over the map view. So the bird's eye view of Venice. And we will be sharing with you some of the neighborhoods to look at and what each neighborhood offers in Venice, as well as talk to you about where the nearest beaches are, where the nearest grocery stores, where the schools are, and much, much more. But before we jump straight into my computer, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, that is our team's specialty, is helping out-of-state buyers just like yourself make the move as smooth as possible. Whether you're coming from out-of-state to Venice or you're coming from the east coast of Florida to Venice, we are here to help you. Not only do we find you houses in real estate, but we also are partnered with a builder to where we can actually find you a vacant piece of land and we can build your dream house. So there's many different options of not just buying traditional real estate, but we can also design and custom build your very own house. So with all that being said, let's jump straight into my computer. So now that we have hopped into my computer, let's dive deep into what Venice, Florida is all about, some of the locations and everything that you really need to know about Venice in terms of the map side of stuff, right? So let's first discuss where exactly is Venice located. So let's first scroll out here, let's zoom out, and let's actually get a full picture view, right? So this is the state of Florida. We see Tampa up here, right? So Venice is located just south. You see Sarasota here, it's located south of Sarasota. So Venice is about an hour and 15, hour and 25 minutes away from Tampa. We keep zooming in here, you still see Sarasota, Siesta Key. If we keep heading south, we see Osprey, Nokomis, Vamo, Laurel, and then we have the next city south of Sarasota, which is going to be Venice. So Venice is broken up into different parts, right? So we're going to first discuss kind of the real estate aspect of Venice first, and then we can dive into, grocery stores, beaches, and everything like that. So first talking about real estate here in Venice. As a whole, Venice real estate, the average and median home price in Venice is about $515,000. Realistically, if you're looking to buy a 3-bed, 2-bath house around 1,700 square feet, you're probably looking in the ballpark of $500,000 to $550,000. Now you can find houses that are a little bit, high fours, but they are going to be a little bit more established of houses. So that's kind of Venice as a whole. But if we start going in and narrowing in specifically on Venice Island, right? So Venice Island is located right here. People call it Venice Island because technically it is an island. It does have bridges. So it has 2 bridges in Venice Island. We have one north bridge and then one south bridge. And Venice Island is a very coveted area. It's a very highly respected area. It's a very established area and very well-known area, right? So what's nice about Venice Island is that you are able to walk to the beach. You're able to go to downtown Venice. You're able to just really enjoy what truly is Venice, right? This was the old Florida feel area. So if you love the old Florida feel and you love these, more established houses, not these new construction modern houses, but if you really love the architecture, you are going to love downtown Venice. So Venice Island, we'll talk about Venice Island real estate here. So if you are looking to purchase a house on Venice Island, the lowest price house right now, single family house, is $615,000, and that is over in this area, right? And this house is a 3-bed, 2-bathroom house. It is about 1,500 square feet. And then the most expensive house currently on the market as of August 2022 is this house along this shoreline right here. It is for $4.75 million. It's 6,000 square feet, and it is an absolute mansion, basically. It does need a lot of renovations, but it is gorgeous, and you can't complain with it being waterfront. So let's first talk about kind of downtown Venice, right? So we're in Venice Island, and downtown Venice is on Venice Island. So what's super cool about downtown Venice is that you can park all along these streets. You can park in the parking lot here, and you can really go and check out these boutique restaurants. You can go and check out all the amazing boutiques and restaurants that are in downtown Venice. But what's also a super cool feature is not only can you park your car here in downtown Venice and check out all the shops, grab a pastry or whatever, then you can walk all the way from there
all the way to Venice Beach, it's literally probably a 10-minute walk. It's very short to go from downtown Venice to Venice Beach. So it's perfect walking distance. And right along this area, you have a very gorgeous park that you can see all these old established trees that are absolutely stunning. It's actually pretty breathtaking when you do go walk through there and just really enjoy and take in what Venice has to offer. It's absolutely amazing. Highly recommend doing that when you do come to visit Venice. So that's Venice Island, right? So we have downtown Venice in Venice Island. Then what also is on Venice Island is the high school. So we have Venice High School, which is located on Venice Island. So if you live on Venice Island and you have kids, it's a huge plus because it's very short commuting distance to the high school, right? And also Venice Elementary School is just a little bit north of Venice High School. So once again, very short distance, especially during in season and in school, during school hours, like in the morning and when it comes time to pick up. These bridges can get a little congested. So it's nice being on the island when you have kids because you don't have to worry so much about that. But once again, it's not too much of a delay if you do live in the main part of Venice, right? So that kind of covers Venice Island real estate. And now if we go into the general part of Venice, right? So if you want to be in a community in Venice that has a lot of amenities, right? So a swimming pool, tennis courts, fitness center, then you're going to want to live in an HOA community in Venice. And there's a lot of different great HOA communities, one of them being Grand Palm by Neil Communities. It's an absolutely stunning community. Not only do they have one amenity center, but they have two, right? So they have large resort style pools, playgrounds, they have recreational lakes. They have pretty much everything you could think of in order to have fun, right? So that's also a great area to check out. But if you are looking to not be in an HOA community, right, you don't want to pay the HOA dues, the monthly HOA dues, you don't want to deal with all these restrictions HOA has, but you still want new construction. If you still want new construction without an HOA, highly recommend we look into South Venice for you. South Venice is absolutely a great place to be just because there is some new construction happening in the area, but there's a lot of opportunity and growth to be had in South Venice. Reason being is because most of Venice is actually fully built out, so there's very hardly any room to build new construction, let alone build new construction not in an HOA community. So when you get into South Venice, lots are, several years ago, lots were about $40,000, but since Venice has been booming basically and growing, and now due to the limited supply left of land prices in South Venice are between $90,000 to $100,000. Now that may seem a little bit high for people. However, regarding if you are looking to purchase land elsewhere, right, it's about $150,000 to $250,000 an acre, and you have to go all the way over to Northport to really find that. So if you want more land, you got to go over here into the Northport area or go south. But once again, you're not in that Venice zip code. You're not in that coveted area. But if you're looking to build new construction, highly check out South Venice. It would be a great option. I do partner with a builder as well, but I also have other builder relations. Like, for example, I have a builder building a house that's off market. It's in South Venice. It's for $525,000. It's going to be ready in November of 2022. My other private builder has two houses in South Venice side by side. They're 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,000 square footers right next to each other. They're absolutely amazing. They're only 9 minutes away from Manasota Key Beach, which is right here. Huge attraction if you are looking to buy an investment property or even a second vacation house as well. So that kind of covers Venice real estate. Now let's talk about grocery stores. So let's go here quick, and we will type in Publix, which is our major grocery store in basically Florida and Sarasota in general. So as you can see here, no matter where you go, you're going to be very close to a grocery store. As you can see, even if you live here, you're probably only 5 to 10 minutes away from a grocery store, 5-10 minutes over here. There's a lot of Publix surrounding. So you don't have to worry about being near a grocery store because wherever you land, you're most likely going to be 5 to 10 minutes away. So very fast access to a grocery store. Publix has everything you could really need and think of. It's kind of like a Whole Foods, just not as, it's not as, organic and stuff like that Whole Foods really strives on. You can get some organic stuff at Publix, but it's not like it doesn't have as much organic produce as Whole Foods. But it's still a very nice grocery store. And then obviously there is a couple Targets scattered throughout here. as well. So if you want to go to a Target, it's over here. Let's find it for you just to make sure. So then the nearest Target for you guys in Venice is going to be down here in South Venice, right? And then there's one up in Osprey, which is also right next to a Costco. That's going to be your closest Costco from Venice. So if you want to go up to this Target, it's probably about 25 minutes. And that's also where Costco is located. So if you like Costco or have a Costco membership, you are going to be good to go there if you do live in Venice as well. So now that we have talked about schools, we've talked about real estate, we have talked about overall grocery stores and locations, let's talk about beaches in Venice. So where would you go to the beach if you live in Venice? So no matter where you live in Venice, there's several beaches you could really go to, right? You can go to Caspersen Beach, which is a great beach. You could go to Brohard Dog Park. So if you have a dog, and you want to take them to the beach, there's a special designated area of the park. It's kind of by Caspersen Beach. It's marked off, right? So dogs only can go, a certain part of the beach, but it is a dog-friendly beach right here. You can go enjoy that with your furry friend, and you can have them jump in the water. But that's also next to Caspersen Beach, which is also home to Shark Tooth capital of the world. So if you love looking for shark's teeth, definitely check out Caspersen Beach. And then we also have right here next to Caspersen Beach, we have Venice Fishing Pier. So if you love to go fishing, this is a pier to 100% check out. It is a must when you're there. Even if you don't fish, definitely go there because the views are absolutely stunning. And if you want to grab a bite to eat for lunch or maybe grab something for dinner, there's two restaurants here on Venice Pier. We have Sharky's and then we have Fins at Sharky's. Fins at Sharky's is a little bit more of an upscale place. And then we have Sharky's, which is more of, beach fare food. And then just a very casual, walk-in restaurant. So there's a couple different options for you there if you are spending a whole day at the beach, or if you want to, have more of an elegant dinner, you can go to Fins at Sharky's as well. Then if we go north a little bit, we have Venice Beach, like we were talking about earlier. It's next to historic downtown Venice. Very nice beach, very white sand. It's a very nice, relaxing, calm area to be. It's not as touristy as Siesta Key, so you won't have to worry too much about that. Then if you want to go to another beach, because obviously we're not short of beaches here, you could go north a little bit to the North Jetty, which is also, by the way, great for fishing. Same with the South Jetty as well. These blue waters are absolutely crazy. They're like this aqua blue color, and you really cannot mistake it. It's like breathtaking views. But if you want to go to the next beach, you have Nokomis Public Beach, which hardly is busy, to be honest with you. I'm surprised it's not as busy as I thought it would be, right? Nokomis Beach is very nice, white sands. It's not as wide in terms of sand, but it's still an amazing beach to go to. You still have great water to enjoy. Plus, if you want to grab a bite to eat afterwards, you just go over to Pop's Sunset Grill, by the way. Has amazing, great seafood. It's on a water setting. It's a waterfront setting, so you can sit by, watch the boats, go through the channel right here, and just enjoy either lunch or dinner, right? So it's also a cool area, right? So Nokomis Beach is probably about 15 minutes away from Venice, just depending on where you're located. So you probably have 4 or 5 beaches to go to at the end of the day, because if you want to go south of Venice, you can go down to Manasota Key Beach right here, which people refer to it as a mini Siesta Key Beach, right? So it's a very nice area, not as touristy as Siesta Key. So if you want to go check out another nice beach, Manasota Key Beach should definitely be on your bucket list. So now that we have covered restaurants, we've covered beaches, we've covered real estate, and we've covered grocery stores, let's talk about the overall healthcare here in Venice. So healthcare in Venice is very good, right? So we have some friends that are actually in the healthcare industry in Venice. So we kind of know a little bit about the inner workings, and the healthcare in Venice is very good. It keeps up very well with the overall growing demand and population. In fact, Sarasota Memorial Hospital built a new hospital, down here in Venice, right? So they're originally up here in Sarasota, but they built a 5-story mega hospital in Venice to accommodate all of the needs of the growth of the Venice area, as well as the growing population and aging population here in Venice. So it's an absolute amazing place. It's a huge 5-story building, like I said, finished in 2021, and they're actually working on expanding it just because they need more room in terms of specialty doctors and specialty offices. So that's another thing. It's very fast access from 75, literally right off of 75. So you really can't complain. It's not a headache to get to Venice Hospital at all. It's a very smooth process. So that kind of wraps up the overall workings of Venice as a whole. As you guys can see, we'll just recap. If you want an HOA community, HOA communities are over here. If you don't want an HOA community and want to build new construction, definitely check out South Venice. If you want established, old Florida feel, then definitely check out Venice Island. Great architecture, just great history overall. And like we mentioned before, Venice is very centrally located. If you want to go to Sarasota, it's probably about 25 minutes, just depending on where you're located. So it's not too far of a drive regardless of where you want to go. So that kind of wraps up the whole entire video of Venice. Once again, if you guys have any questions, if you guys want our buyer's guide to Venice, just put them in the comment section down below. Then I will send you the free buyer's guide so you guys know where the best restaurants are, where the best hotels are, where the best hospitals are, and everything you really need to know about Venice. I will put that in the free guide that I give you guys. So just put a comment down below if you guys want that. Just say I want the guide or whatever you guys want, and then I will be happy to provide that. But once again, thank you guys very much for watching this video. And if you guys have any other questions, drop them in the comment section down below as I respond to all the comments of you guys in my videos. But until next time, we will see you guys all on the flip side.